Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. It's your boy Beaky, and let's talk about the update to the dislikes on YouTube. If you don't know who this guy is, he's one of the big shots over at YouTube, connecting with creators, building up the platforms, taking care of the evil dislike button. Oh my god, look at it over there, guys. The evil dislike buttons that all these creators are so afraid of. Where creators, if you don't know or are not a YouTuber yourself, we have an option in our dashboards that let us disable likes and dislikes. So if we make a video where we don't want people to dislike the video, we could turn those off. Guess what? I also could turn off comments if I don't want comments on this very video. So if I was worried about the topic that I was talking about, whether it was very political, maybe it was a how-to video for kids and I don't want nobody to say wrong information in the comment section, I could turn that off already, avoiding dislikes and likes on my video. But no, don't harass him or nothing. Definitely don't. Leave this guy alone. And YouTube as a whole, they're just like, no, people are getting together and disliking all these videos. And I'm going to read you the statement from YouTube themselves and then break it down even bigger. But you remember, guys, a few years ago, that whole YouTube Rewind with Will Smith got really dislike bombed. A lot of people just did not like it, and it was truthfully not great. Have you guys also seen on YouTube live streams of Fortnite scams where people are like, oh, get free V-Bucks, and they'll just live stream them out? And those videos have a lot of dislikes because people dislike those videos to tell other users that, hey, this is a scam. Have you ever seen get free cash at money now videos on YouTube? And those videos will have a lot of dislikes to let other users know, like, hey, this is probably shady and don't give your information because it's probably a scam. Now, videos like that are just going to be able to stay right up on YouTube with no issues. Because YouTube is like, you can't see dislikes anymore. And let's see what their justification of not showing dislikes. Let's read it right from YouTube's own mouth. And you guys let me know what you think in the comment section below. Here we go. At YouTube, we strive to be a place where creators of all sizes and backgrounds can find and share their voices. Oh my. To ensure that YouTube promotes respectful interactions between viewers and creators, we've introduced several features and policies to improve their experiences. Well, thank you. I do want my experience to be improved on YouTube, so I do think that's a good objective to try to complete, so I do respect that. And earlier this year, we experimented with the dislike button. Oh man, experiments over here. To see whether or not the changes could help better protect our creators from harassment and reduce dislike attacks where people work to drive up the number of dislikes on a creator. You know, this reminds me of a few creators out there. If you don't know them, don't worry. Don't even search them up. But who do know, there's people like Mundane Matt a few years ago made a big stink in the community, and a lot of people left and disliked his channel, right? Justifiably so. Some people would say, some people won't. There's been situations with even big YouTubers at this point, Review Tech Reviews say, where he had his drama with some other YouTubers, got disliked for a little while, and then he came back and amended himself. The dislike button could be a way for your audience and the community to tell you, like, hey, we don't like what you did here. Can you apologize or change it or address the situations? I've had videos where it got disliked and I had to come back and either explain, like, hey, this is what I'm trying to say. You guys were misinterpreting in this, right? Like even a video like where talking about the Steam Deck and how that you will be able to replace the SD card inside. I know it's not SD card, the M.2. A lot of people were disliking and saying like, no, that's stupid. You're going to destroy your system. And then Valve came out with a video showing that you can do it and that the average person could possibly do this repair with a few tools. So I felt vindicated in that, but I did not hide my dislikes. I didn't run away. I, as a creator, know that you're going to get criticized by your fan. The honest truth is if you put content out there for entertainment purposes, you're just going to get this, you're going to get criticized one way or another, positively or negative, and it just comes with the industry. And if you can't handle that, we as YouTubers already have the tools to disable likes and dislikes in our in our back end. So personally, I think what YouTube should do for this solution is to be like, hey, me as a creator, I want to leave my dislikes public. If somebody doesn't like the video, Leave it out there. It's okay. I'm not going to run from it. I'm not going to hide from it. All I'm going to ask you, the people who are watching this and respecting what I'm saying right now, take a second and like the video. Take a second and comment the video. That's the interaction I want from you guys out there as my community, as my fans, as the people I play games with and talk to about this stuff. What do you guys think about this? Is this the proper next step for YouTube to hide the dislikes? How is it going to affect you? Because I think the biggest travesty in all this for me personally is that I love making how-to videos. How-to videos are my favorite type of videos, and if I do something wrong in a how-to video, and I'll be able to see the dislikes, but I think other people should be able to see that too, and that could help weigh people either watching my video or not. It helps. It's just, I think it's a good reinforcement of what the creator put out there. When you hide that stuff away from the fans, they could easily fall for how-tos that are not properly done correctly. Scams like the Fortnite V-Bucks to get free Fortnite, the Cash App stuff. Those things are going to get it's like crazy because they're going to be bots out there. People are going to pay for services to like those videos. And now that you can't see the negative sides of that because you're going to be able to see the likes, well, oh well. Why is YouTube doing this? And I'm going to read more of YouTube's statement in a second. It's going to be like Netflix. They want to get it to where you just come, consume the content, and watch another video and watch an ad. The honest truth is YouTube needs eyes, eyeballs on the screen. They need watch time. Watch time is so important. I watch a lot of YouTube, right? It's my primary video service. It's not Netflix, not Hulu. I like YouTube. I love the creators. I've been on this platform for over 10 years, for a long time. And I've been following people for a very long time during the time since YouTube come out. And I've watched some of those people. Ray Williams, I still watch some of his stuff, even though he's changed his style over the years. With that being said, I just really think that we need to be, as a community, being able to respect when things are not going good and when things are not going bad. And it just seems like since that YouTube Rewind got massively downvoted and the Call of Duty video a few years ago got massively downvoted and a few other videos from Nintendo recently got massively downvoted, they just want to go the Netflix route. Like, here, put out these videos. Watch a video, watch the ads at the beginning, the end, the middle. Okay, start another video and just make it be like where you are on Netflix, where you're just binge watching everything and they're going to get more ad money because you're going from video to video. And if you know that your dislike is not going to make an effect on the video, that's one less thing that you have to click, so that make you just keep moving through on from video to video. The other aspect of this, though, is I wonder how does this work for us as creators as interactions, because the YouTube dislike video button is there, and normally whether you like or dislike the video, this is just the honest truth, and this is why as a creator for the longest time I knew this from before, it doesn't matter in the grand scheme, in the sense of it shows interactions from you, the audience, to me as a creator, which is a positive thing. That shows that my video is being talked about, or not talked about the comment, but interacting with the content. You're clicking on the content. You're not just passively listening to it like a podcast. You liking the video, saying that, oh, I interacted with it. You disliking the video. I interacted with it. It's interaction. You did something to the video. The video swayed you one way or a negative. And even 1,000 dislikes is still 1,000 interaction with the video. That's why I said, if you really don't like somebody's content, the best thing you actually can do, if you hate my stuff, don't watch my stuff. Just don't click anything. Don't watch it. That's actually the best thing. Coming on the video and disliking the video, you're helping me more than you're actually thinking you might be hurting me. Now, the other part of that, I think for how-tos and scams, those dislikes make a bigger difference, especially for the live stream crypto scams. If you ever seen it on YouTube Live, there'll be people who hijack channels, get a bunch of likes, but then other people see these things live stream and they'll dislike the video, basically indicating that, hey, this live stream is a scam. And because it's hard to leave a comment on a live stream to say hey, this is a scam, don't watch this, because it's a live chat going by. Or as you've seen with some of these crypto scams, they are disabling the chat. So leaving likes and dislikes on help. Now, of course, a creator could, disable likes and dislikes, but they usually want to keep the likes on because they're using paid services to boost up their likes like crazy. So I think this is going to be a more negative thing overall for the YouTube ecosystem. It's just not going to be able to highlight when scams deceptive videos and stuff like that are harmful for the community more than what YouTube thinks, that like, oh, a bunch of people got together and disliked my video. Well, you as a creator, bro, you put out things out in the universe. If you're just a real legit creator, if you're making how-to text, beauty videos or whatever, and your audience doesn't like the video you made or the statements you made on other social platforms, whether they're political or not, just be ready that when you put those stuff out there into the world, not everybody's going to agree with you, and you might get some backlash that is just like, oh my God, they hit the dislike button. Honestly, as a creator, if the biggest thing that happens to one of my videos is that I just get disliked, I'll be happy. As somebody of color, I'm not going to take it that way. You should see some of the comments I get that don't show up on my video. Woo! If you saw the when YouTube moderates and auto bans comments, you should see the things that I get. And that's what I'm saying. I get off easy. If I just get disliked. So, toughen up. It's okay if your video gets disliked. Anyways, I'll get back to reading the statement. I'm a little passionate about this one. Let's see what else YouTube had to say. As part of this experiment, viewers could still see and use the dislike button, but because the account was not visible to them, we found that they were less likely to target a video dislike button to drive up the count. In short, our experiment data showed a reduction in dislike attack behavior. So YouTube is basically saying that if we hide how many time people see, if you hide the dislike button number, people click the dislike button more. Oh my God, if I hide it, they don't do anything with it. No duh, YouTube. If you click a button and it looks like you didn't do anything, people are just going to be like, okay, it doesn't work. Why am I going to click that? It doesn't mean that people are going to suddenly click the like button more. And just because me as a creator, that's a false reaction to my video. If I want real, genuine reaction to my video, now I can't look at my video and be like, okay, I go into my dashboard, I see that I only have 5 video of me talking about the 2021 elections. Like, imagine I just started making a video about the election, going back and talking about the election and going over it detail by detail over a year now, right? That's not something my content and my channel would normally do. That's not the type of content I made. A lot of you guys would probably unsubscribe and dislike the video normally, right? So if I did that, I expect to see a quite significant amount of dislike on that video. But if I get to that video now with YouTube's new system that's going to be implemented, it's going to be like, oh, look, I got like 10 likes from the people like me trying something new. And look, no dislikes. Okay, so people do like me making year-old political videos talking about the United States election and that whole drama. That would mean, for me as a YouTube creator, that actually could be a negative for my creation process, because now I'm thinking like, oh, okay, this plus the amount of views that it gets, because sometimes controversial videos gets views. I should keep making political videos, and then suddenly, in a few months, I'm a political channel. There is negative sides to this that I think are way more negative than they are positive, than worried about the few people who get their feelings hurt because somebody clicked the dislike button. It's okay. It's okay. If you are a creator, I'm just so stuck on this. If you're a creator, and the biggest thing that's happening is people just disliking your videos, you're alright. You are alright. Mundane Matt survived. From what I understand, I haven't checked. I don't follow the dude or anything. He survived. Keemstar has survived. If you guys know these names, these are people that have gone through these type of things. PewDiePie, the biggest YouTuber, has gone through his dislike campaigns and all this stuff. He survived. Come on, you were saying I could keep going on and on and on. Many of the survives. I think, in general, people will survive. Now, there is an aspect of this for smaller channels just starting out, making controversial topics. I get it, but you're just going to have to throw yourself into this ecosystem of everybody can reply back to you. You're putting things out in public. Sometimes if you make controversial topics, you're going to get dislikes, and maybe that's justifiable. Maybe you didn't make the video good enough. You just go down to the comments and tell, like, hey, what didn't you like about this video? You have to start a Discord. I don't do it as much, but you've seen in the past, if you've been following me, I reply to a lot of my comments. I have discussions with you guys. That's why I say let's talk. This is why I love this concept. Let's talk about this. Write a comment. I'll try to reply back to you when I can. And I like that. Because I don't think I'm always right. But in this case, I just think this is going to be a more negative thing than it's going to be a positive thing in the long run. Let me finish off YouTube's crazy statement. Based on what we have learned, we're making the dislikes counts private across YouTube, but the dislike button is not going away. The change will start gradually rolling out today. So I know my dislike button's still there, obviously, and I think the numbers are still there for the dislikes of some of my other videos. I haven't checked like every video or like whose channel this has been activated on. Like I said, this just basically happened in the last 24 hours for this to be official from their experiment. What's changing for creators' views starting today? So this is the other segment from YouTube. Creators still will be able to find their exact dislike counts in YouTube Studio, along with other existing metrics, if they would like to understand how their content is performing. Viewers can still dislike videos to the tune their recommendations and privately share feedback with creators. But viewers can still dislike videos to tune their recommendations and privately share their feedback with creators. Well, wrong. There's two things with this, so I'm gonna say that I don't agree with this. Okay, they could, recommendation. Okay, dislike their videos to tune their recommendations. So when you dislike a video, YouTube is admitting now that this helps their algorithms say if you like a video or not. That's fair. That's good to know for a fact. And the part privately share their feedback with the creators. Me disliking the video and the creator now privately knowing that somebody disliked the video is not me sharing my feedback to the creator in a constructive way. There is no way to privately message a YouTuber on the YouTube platform anymore. YouTube has taken away their messaging system. This used to be a thing. And this used to be one thing that I used to do a lot with my early days of YouTube when I used to network with a lot of YouTubes, do videos together, podcasts together. We used to message on the YouTube platform, and then that was taken away from us and went to Twitter, to DMs or whatever. And I didn't like it. I left a lot of YouTubers groups on Twitter. I'm not a DMs person on Twitter. Like too many people get hacked, too many things. It's not my thing when like 1,000 people. I have so many messages on Twitter, I just never check. It's just not really important to me as much as it should be. If you want to message me on Twitter, just message it and open it, and then we could take it from there. But I used to like the YouTube messaging system. It was a really nice, simple place for business contacts and people to message me. And if I wanted to message a YouTuber, which I had, given back feedback like, hey, I like your content. Are you thinking about doing this in the future? I could privately on the platform that I'm actually watching your content. But now if I have to take myself from YouTube over to Twitter, Instagram, or wherever else, my username might not match up. The person might not realize who I am on YouTube and who am I on Twitter or Instagram, and it became an annoyance. So me disliking the video is not giving that feedback in private, that one-on-one that I think some creators actually truthfully would want. I'm sure some of you guys have been in a situation where like, hey, you might want to criticize a creator and you don't want the other people to see your comments and comment back to defend them because you have the legitimate criticism because you like the content and you want to make it better. So when that happens, it was nice to be able to be like, hey, I'm going to message you this. Or like, hey, I'm being very respectful. I just noticed this in the video. I noticed this interaction between you and a co-host that happened. I was just like, hey, I just either suggest give you this recommendation, like, oh, hey, I see that you said you need a new microphone. Here's the new microphone that I picked up, the Blue Yeti, this, and this. It's a lot better than using the $10 microphone that you got from your 360 headset that was on eBay. I'm like, whatever it may be, that might be the type of message you want to send to somebody, let them see it when they want to see privately on the platform. That is feedback for the video. You privately disliking a button that no other people could see other than the creator, and they don't even know that it was you as a user who individually disliked the video, is bullshit. Because they just said, YouTube just admitted, I'm sorry I'm stuck on this point, YouTube literally just admitted that when they hid the dislike count, less people dislike the video. So they're admitting that even though they're saying, we understand that, where is it? Privately share feedback with creators, they're literally just admitted that less people are privately sharing feedback to creators by their own metrics. It's so dumb. It's so I love you, YouTube. I enjoy it, but some things that you guys do is just unbelievable to me. Like, From a creator standpoint, YouTube on mobile versus desktop is so messed up. There's just no parity in features. Like the features that we need on both platforms are just not easily accessible. I've seen no reason why I need to use the YouTube Studio app on mobile, and then use the regular YouTube app to upload and then have to switch between it to do thumbnails. There's a lot of things that are broken on YouTube that I wish they would be experimenting on actually fixing it and getting the mobile stuff parried to what's on desktop. But no, here we are freaking talking about hiding the dislike button just so that people's feels are don't, get hurt. Sorry. So I don't know if maybe this video will get 1,000 dislikes and I won't, and you guys wouldn't know. If they hide it on this video, you guys would never know if this got 1,000 dislikes. What if this is like the most hated video on YouTube and I only know? Let's finish this up. We heard during the experiment that some of you have used the public dislike count to help decide whether or not to watch a video. We know that you might not agree with this decision, but we believe this is the right thing to do for the platform. This is like, hey, we as creators, we don't like this decision. We don't like this new YouTube studio. This is going to make us more money. This is a money thing, guys. I'm sorry. This is not a harassment thing. This is not I don't think this is really truthfully a genuine safety thing. I think this is a money thing. They want people to be on YouTube, watch video to video to video. Somebody gets to a video that's massively disliked, that's a how-to video, the video that could be kind of shady in a scam territory, a video sharing misinformation about medical procedures, medical equipment, diseases, health, alternative healing things, and a lot of people dislike this because it's given bad or dangerous information that doesn't go so far to violate YouTube's policy because it's on educational. They put it as educational so it gets to stay up. It's a right for people to dislike this, like, hey, be skeptical of this video. But in that process now, I'm watching a bunch of shit. I'm going down the YouTube rabbit hole. I'm watching, this is a little bit thing about me. I'm very interested in, like, doctors performing procedures and stuff like that. When if I have to go through things or family, I like to look it up and see what's going on with that, the process, the recovery. I research that stuff on YouTube from doctors performing it, right? Now, I'm not a doctor, never going to do anything like this, right? When you're in that type of YouTube stuff, right, you get into the weird rabbit hole of sometimes getting videos recommended to you where they do like fake surgeries, fake autopsies, fake stuff like that, and all type of quack pack theories that get just YouTube share, like, hey, suggests you a next video. So I get to now a crazy video about an alien autopsy or whatever, right? Just some random thing that's clearly a hoax that some guy and put up in a business to say that it's real, and the whole video is really trying to push that it's real. The comments are trying to push that it's real, and it's aimed at more for the younger audience. That's something I would dislike, and I would move on from that video, or I stop watching YouTube and go start listening to a podcast. YouTube wants to avoid that. YouTube wants me to go from watching these medical professional videos by, real hospitals with accredited doctors, with procedures, explain interviews with the patient before and after the procedures, and then they're going to recommend me some crazy thing about alien surgeries, and then instead of me seeing the crazy amount of dislikes on the video, I go ahead and just watch the video like, okay, maybe this is real if I don't look into it too much. And there's going to be so much more misinformation out there, because it's interesting when some people try to be satire and try to play their video off as real, where it's clearly satire. But there's a whole industry on YouTube which I hate, and I see my family watching these videos, where it's like, oh, the 10 craziest body, diseases and stuff like that, where some of them are clearly just things from movies. And these are YouTube channels that have those top 10 lists, like, oh, the craziest animals, where they have like photoshopped or movie animals, and they will be putting together, like, you have yourself a a hyena with zebra stripes and stuff like that. Like I see those. You guys should know what I'm talking about, especially if you have younger family members or older family members that like looking up those top 10 lists. There was a time I was into them too. And the honest truth is, they watch this stuff, and then those videos present themselves as being legit, and they're watching this stuff in a way that YouTube likes, video to video to video to video. But if they see a massive dislike, they're like, yeah, this is kind of shady, but no dislike now. Maybe that zebra hyena crossbreed is actually real. They both got 4 legs. One is bigger than the other. But no, maybe it's real. You see where I'm getting at here, guys. I didn't expect for this video to be this long, but I had a lot to say. Will YouTube go back on this? No, they literally says, we know that you might not agree with this decision, but we believe this is the right thing to do for the platform. They just straight up said, no, we're not. And they ended out with, we want to create an inclusive and respectful environment where creators have the opportunity to succeed and feel safe and express themselves. This is just one of the many steps we're taking to protect creators from harassment. Our work is done. So YouTube is saying that a video getting disliked many times is considered harassment. Why is there even a dislike button? That's the honest truth. If they were truthful to their words, and this is where I'll end my video out on this point. If YouTube was truthful to what they're saying right now, that people massively disliking this video is considered harassment, the right thing to do, YouTube, is to remove the dislike button. Honestly. If it's harassment when people dislike the video, remove the dislike button from YouTube so nobody's feelings could get hurt. Because you're saying 1,000 is too much, but what if I'm a new creator and I only get 10 views on my video, me getting 3 dislikes when I have no likes? That might be devastating to me. So, I'm a poorly little YouTuber just starting out. I don't want to see no dislikes. Just make it likes and leave comments. Or, think about this. Remember how I started this video? We as creators already have an option to disable likes and dislikes. There's already a solution to this, YouTube. Just let people decide on their own content to do it. They already have the solution to a problem they are creating, and then trying to say it's because of harassment when it's all about money, because they want people to just watch video, what they recommend, without them thinking too much to go to the dislike comments and stopping them from pausing. Because the honest truth, the moment you see a bunch of dislikes and you might pause the video, go read the comments, or check in on the stuff more. Because if I see a bunch of dislikes on a how-to video, I go down to the comments if the comments are enabled, and I see why there's a bunch of dislikes on this video. I'll skim through it and I'm like, okay, that's not right. And sometimes I get off of YouTube and I go search up on a reputable website, like let's say iFixit, to fix this product, because maybe somebody opened up this device, let's say a Nintendo Switch, and they just didn't do something that was crucial to not make a mistake. And now I go to iFixit and they have it like, hey, do this, this, and this to open up the Nintendo Switch with picture. YouTube does not want us to get off the platform. They just don't. They want us to stick here, video. That's been my 30-minute rant on this topic about YouTube implementing changes. Yeah, thanks for watching. See you guys next time.